What's going on, everybody? It's your boy RNG Crypto here with you for another video. Thank you for joining us. Before we get started, let me make sure you hit the like, smash the subscribe, guys, and come here into my YouTube channel. Click on this Linktree link down here on the right, where you will have access to my Twitter, my community Telegram, my Telegram shouts where I give you time-sensitive information, as well as a chance for you to enter a gala giveaway, guys. I give away $600 worth of gala to 2 lucky winners every 5,000 subscribers, guys. Join that by creating an account using this link. With that said, guys, let's jump into today's topic. Before we get started, let me make sure I hit you with my disclaimer. I am not a financial advisor. Anything I say or do should not be taken as such. Please make sure you are always doing your own due diligence and research before investing any money. Let's talk about ZomFi, a new play-to-earn video game coming out on the Binance Smart Chain. This is a zombie shooter game where players will be able to roam through a zombie apocalypse and have to collect gear in order to fight off zombies and survive. This game is going to take off in the beginning of December. 1st and 2nd December is when this thing launches. It's going to launch on Engine Starter, GameStation, and Roseon Finance, one of my favorite launchpads as of late. This thing is going to do very well in my opinion. Let's talk a little bit about what this game is, how it's going to work, and then how you can get into this. How can you participate in the IDO through the Roseon Finance app? Let's jump into it. And to get it started, you will need a MetaMask wallet with ZomFi tokens in order to play this game. That is the only requirement that you're going to have, guys. They have a story, a background story on what actually started all of this. Basically, what happens is this horrifying phenomenon causes this zombie apocalypse where zombies are now ruling the world, and people are hearing of these rumors that there is a city that's guarded and protected, and so they travel there, and when they travel there, they get there, they realize that in fact the city is not guarded at all. It is also run over by zombies, and now they are there stuck trying to survive. There are going to be 2 characters playable in the game, Logan Jones and Laura Smith. Pretty original names, one might add. But yeah, my only feedback here is that maybe when you do select your character, that there is an option to maybe change hair color, skin color, things like that, so people can relate a little bit more with the figures that they're playing with. But outside of that, pretty cool. The game is going to start out with PvE, where players are going to collect tokens throughout achievements. There's going to be a limited amount of achievements that you can complete. However, for those that want to continue to play, you can earn more tokens and possibly find high value NFTs after you've completed all your achievements. So this model of playing is there to appeal not only to those that are looking to make money and find NFTs, but also for those that just simply like to play the game because they like to play the game. You can upgrade your character. There are going to be character levels up to 100, which is going to be the max. With every 10 levels, the character will gain more rewards from scavenging and your achievements. So the higher level you are, the more rewards you get from scavenging and completing these achievements. There are going to be zones. In the beginning, there will be 5 tiers to these zones, meaning that I believe it's going to be the difficulty level of the zones. After every 10 levels, your characters are going to be able to move into a new zone. So if you start out at level 1, once you hit level 10, you'll be able to move into or from the tier 1 zone into the tier 2 zone. With every new zone, you get a higher tier weapon and armor, and you'll earn more rewards, ensuring rewards gameplay and active engagement. So they're making sure that people want to continue to play this game, which is a big key in creating a sort of mass adoption when you're talking about one of these kinds of new games. Moving on to gear rarity, there are 5 rarities: common, uncommon, rare, epic, and legendary. The drop rates are going to depend on obviously the rarity, and these are going to range from 0.01% all the way up to 83.99%. And here's just an example of one of the weapons that you'll be able to use in this game. Guys, you get rewards for scavenging, so you can earn ZomFi by selling in the marketplace, by staking ZomFi, through events, through competing in PvP modes, which have not been discussed in this white paper yet, but I assume that this is something that's going to come in sort of a second phase of the launching. There's land and clans. There's going to be ways for you to scavenge for rare NFTs. There are unique game modes and missions that you can complete to receive rewards. You can craft items, and this is one of the questions I have. I have a lot of questions actually about the NFTs and how those are going to work, but essentially 5 of each rarity will create one of the next rarity. So if you have 5 commons, you'll create 1 uncommon. Uncommons to rare, so on, all the way up from 5 epics to 1 legendary. My question here is, how many NFTs are there? So if there are common weapons of a shotgun, for example, how many common rarities of the shotgun are in the game? Is it infinite? Is there a set amount? Because I would imagine that once I use these 5 common shotguns to create this uncommon, I am literally burning NFTs here, and then you know that would make these NFTs deflationary, which would price of these NFTs would eventually increase. So I'm wondering, is there an unlimited supply of these that you can find, or is there a set number? Maybe someone watching this is from the team and can answer that in the comments. That would be nice. And that's basically all the information there is at this point for this game, guys. The next part I want to talk about is the allocation and the vesting schedule, guys. There's going to be a total supply of 500 million. Taking a quick look at the distribution, we have the seed round at 3%, private sales at 10.4, public IDO at 1.6, team 15%, liquidity for the DEX and sexes are going to be 5%, rewards and yield farming airdrops are 40%. This is basically the pool for the game, and the marketing community 20%, and advisors 5%. There are 2 tokens for this game, as mentioned before. There's the ZomFi token. The utilities are staking, events, PvP tournaments, purchase, Z, and achievements. The other token, the Z token, has its utilities for in-game activities, player upgrade, participate in in-game modes, consumables, in-game storyline, and redeem to ZomFi. And there is apparently a limit as to how much Z you can redeem for ZomFi, which you can then take to an exchange and sell for money. Guys, keep in mind, this is a project that is very young still. We are in the early stages. This thing started in Q4 of this year, meaning that there's, in terms of their roadmap, they're still in the very, very beginning, meaning we are getting in very early. So guys, this is not one of those things where you jump in and you expect a 1000x from the start. This is one of those things where you jump in, you have patience, you let the team meet their deadlines, meet their commitments, and then eventually, once everything is up and running and the game is launched, that's when you'll start reaping the rewards. So keep that in mind as you think about possibly investing in this. Speaking of investing, how do we invest? Well, as mentioned, there are going to be 3 projects covering ZomFi for the IDO. That's Engine Starter, Game Station, and Roseon Finance. In this video, I'm going to talk about Roseon Finance and how to get involved with their app in order to participate in this IDO. Roseon Finance gives you access to GameFi and Metaverse projects in an app environment. In addition, they give you access to DeFi in your pocket, farming pools, staking pools, all from your app. It's very easy to use, very easy interface, guys. And the way that you are going to get into ZomFi is to first you need to register for the whitelist, and I'm going to have this link down in the description below. In addition, I'm going to have a referral code for the Roseon Finance app down in the description as well as in my link tree. Use it to create your account, would you please? Guys, going back to this, you're going to need to create an account. You have to complete KYC levels 1 and 2. Then you're going to need to stake Roseon in the app. You're going to need to hold at least 1000 Roseon in the app. And in order to stake, you need to use the 180-day lock pool. And that is because all the other pools have filled. So this is the only one that is still open. There's about 63% is used, so you have another 37% of space to get into this pool. So make sure that you get in here before it fills up. Once it fills up, the earliest that you're going to be able to participate in IDOs would be in January of next year, assuming that you are holding on to your Roseon tokens in the Roseon Finance app for at least 1 full month, meaning you have to hold them from the 1st of December all the way to the end of December in order to participate in IDOs in the beginning of January. So make sure that you are aware of that. There are 2 ways to getting into VIP status to participate in these IDOs. One is by using this savings pool right here and staking or locking your tokens for 180 days. That gives you instant VIP access to participate in the IDOs. The second option is to hold the tokens for 1 full month, and that is a calendar month. We're not going by time. We're going by beginning of December to end of December instead of middle of November to middle of December, if that makes sense. So you have to hold them from the 1st of December all the way to the end of December, and then in January of 2022 you would have access. So that is your other option. So keep that in mind as you are looking at potentially investing in ZomFi through the Roseon Finance app. Jumping right back to the requirements, there are a couple more things you need to do. You're going to need to follow Roseon and ZomFi on Twitter. You're going to need to retweet their tweet, and it's linked right here. So you would click on that and retweet it. You'll have to join the Telegram channels for both Roseon and ZomFi, and then submit the whitelist form that I talked about here in the beginning. That is all I wanted to cover, guys. This is how you will join the IDO using the Roseon Finance app. Get my referral code, get yourself an account, get yourself some Roseon, stake that thing in the savings pool for 180 days, and get yourself an IDO allocation for ZomFi. That is it for me, guys. If you like the content, hit the like, hit the subscribe, guys. I will see you in my next video. Peace and love to my peoples.